Hey guys, welcome back to Mike's World. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Mini Nintendo. Now this has been out for a while. 620 built-in games. It's a little Nintendo. If you're Gen X like me, you grew up with Nintendos, all the classic games on here. I'm going to unbox it. I've already opened it, but I am going to open up the box and show you what it comes with. And really this is a review. I've used this before, I've played it, and there's a couple of things you need to know if you're going to buy one of these. And that's what this is about, telling you the kind of the shortcomings of this and how to get around that. The extra items you're going to want to buy if you want to hook this up to, say, an HD TV using HDMI, because you can't do it with this out of the box. So let's take a look. I'm going to open it up, show you the Mini Nintendo. Then we're going to hook it up and I'm going to show you what else you're going to need to play this practically, and also why this isn't really a good system if you're buying it for your main TV in your living room, something like that. It's more of an item you would put on a desk, like in a bedroom or something, where you're going to sit at a desk and play with a TV close to you. And I'll talk about that and show you why. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. All right, so this is the box it comes in, and it doesn't say anywhere on it Nintendo. It just says entertainment system, but you can tell this looks just like the old Nintendo, with the exception of, look at the controllers. Instead of 2 buttons, you now have 4, so that's one of the differences. But let's go ahead and open it up, because that's what you want to get to. And so, like I said, I've already opened all this up before. What you get here is RCA cable, but notice there's only a red and yellow. You don't have the white, so it's only a 2. That's going to be an issue later on. That is a 3.5 millimeter. You get a power cable, which is a mini USB. These are old mini USBs. For the most part, nobody even uses mini USB anymore, so keep that in mind. And then you get 2 controllers. And the most disappointing thing, I know they're sticking to the old school concept, but wired controllers. That's a problem, especially if you want to play this on your main TV, because these aren't very long, the cables, and so your reach is very limited. So it's very disappointing. In 2024, you know, these should have been wireless, but they're not. They're wired controllers. So we'll set them off to the side. And then you get the little, underneath here, you get a little menu or thing, user guide you don't really need. This thing is so light. There's not much to this at all. I mean, it feels so light. It's not even a pound. And you can see it says entertainment system. This doesn't open up. It's just for looks. Plug your 2 controllers in. Power and reset. So right here. And then if you turn it around here, the power and where your RCA cable goes in. There's not much to this. This thing is so little, and you can see it's made in China. Input 5 volts, 200 milliamp. That's important if you lose your power cable to know what it powers it. So this is it. There's not much to this, but to use this, also, you'll notice, let's get this out of the way. Remember I showed you that the 2 RCA cables. So here's the deal. Your big TVs in your living rooms probably still have RCA inputs. Some smaller TVs don't, and computer monitors don't. And do you really want to play in SD? Probably not. There's no HDMI option with this thing. So if you want to play it on an HD TV and you want it in HD, you're going to need some extra equipment. This is what you're going to need. If I can get this unstuck. This is what you're going to need extra. So you're going to need, this is an RCA to HDMI converter. So HDMI goes in here, or this is the HDMI out to your TV. It has a USB power cable, so it does have to plug in for power. And then it has the 3 RCAs. So what you're going to need really to work with this is you're going to need one of these three RCA adapters. I'll just show you. So there you go, like that. And then what you'll need to do, it's kind of weird that they've built it this way. Although I will say the original Nintendo only had 2. I think it was yellow and white. So, but what you'll need to do is, I don't have one right now, so I'm not going to use it for the setup. But you're going to need a 2 RCA like this, male, to a single RCA female, so you can plug this into the adapter, and then this adapter goes into here, and then you plug this directly into here, and then that way you'll get sound on both channels. Today we're only going to get sound on one channel because I don't have the adapter. And then this is going to plug into plug into this like that. We'll plug in some power. Now that's two things now that we need power for, not just one. So that's a limitation. But you're going to need this adapter if you want to play this, plug it in through HDMI. All of this stuff is in the description to buy what you need. I'll have all that in the description. But I'm going to hook all this up. We're going to play it. I'm going to show you at my desk. It's hooked up to a computer monitor. And there's one other piece of equipment that I have, which is an HDMI audio extractor, and that's just because of the old monitor I have that doesn't take audio input through HDMI, so I have to get it in through another way. You don't need, it depends on your monitor if you're going to use a computer monitor, but I'm going to hook this up, going to play it, show you, and then I'm going to give you my ultimate feedback on this. All right, guys, so got this thing set up, but the audio extractor is not working, so right now it seems like it doesn't have enough power to push through that converter. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. There's no sound, so I apologize. But we're going to play this right now. I'm going to show you what's on this screen. You can take a look at this. I'll play a couple of games real quick, and then I'll give you my overall feedback. But there's not going to be any sound, at least for the demonstration. So let's take a look at the screen and see what we have to work with here. Okay guys, so you can see the screen right here. Not going to record this into my laptop. I don't want to go through that setup right now, but this is the screen that pops up. There is some music there, and you can scroll down with the pad. You can also hit, looks like A and B to scroll through. So you can see here Super Mario. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like. Here's Super Mario Brothers. Let's go one player. I haven't played this in a long time. So, and playing it when I'm looking at it through a I'll tell you what, the controllers though, very responsive. So the one thing that I noticed about the game stick is that it's not real responsive. There's a kind of a lag. You don't get that with this. This is very, and I know I missed my tunnel and all that. Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to win it, but there you go, Super Mario Brothers. So, yeah, let's see if I can exit out of here. Pause, start. And pause. I don't know how to get out of it though. The select button doesn't seem to want to let it. So I'm probably going to have to hit reset on the thing. So I had to reset the box to get out of the game. That's actually kind of annoying. So I'm going to go down here to, there's RoboCop. Did I just happen to, did the page thing skip around? Because what happened? It looks like now all these are like in a different order. Go back to the beginning. What is going on with this? Hold on. There it is. What happened? That was real. Oh, you know what? That went from 10 to 50. Okay, so there are more games here. It's just, boy, it shuffles by 50. There's Ninja Gaiden. There's RoboCop, Mortal Kombat 4. We like that one. Yeah, I skipped all the way past these. Burger Time. There's the Donkey Kong, Excitebike. Gosh, I have to shuffle through these one at a time to see every game. Let's see if... I do like Ninja Gaiden, though. I really like that game. Let's see what's here. What have I been skipping over? Doughboy. You know, I didn't see Paperboy on here either. I'm going through these one at a time, guys. Just bear with me. We're going to see what all is here. Tetris 2, War... there's the 50s. Bowling. Paperboy, 172. Okay, that's good to know. I'm going through all these games so you guys can see every game that is on this system. Truthfully, this is probably a game system for us Gen Xers. Kids today are probably not going to want to play this. These are really old school games, old graphics. Boy, this is going to take forever to flip through all these. 600 of them one at a time. Still flipping. Still flipping. Halfway there. Halfway there. Some of these look like they're on there twice. There's Ninja Gaiden 2, Double Dragon, RoboCop, Mortal Kombat 4 again. You know, it's like that on the GameStick 4K. They say there's like 2,000 games or 20,000 games, but most of them you can't even play. There's duplicates on there. There's Excitebike again, F1 again, Galaga, Golf again. We're getting there. You can fast forward. In the description, there's chapters. If you don't want to look through all this, you can just skip ahead. And I'd encourage you to do that if you're not interested. Still do not see, is that Duck Hunt? That's not Duck Hunt, just Duck. It doesn't have the gun anyway. I don't know how you play Duck Hunt without the gun. So, still flipping through Seacross. I don't know what that is. Tetris 2 again. Volleyball again. Goonies, I think was the second time we've seen it. Friday the 13th, second time we've seen it. Bowling, I think the third time. Paperboy again. So 620 games, that's misleading. There aren't 620 individual games. There's 620 games with a lot of duplicates. Motor, what's that? Motorboat? That's interesting. I'll have to try that one out later, see what that is. Robot. I'm almost at the end. And still no Jaws. No Days of Thunder. No Top Gun. Those were no Bigfoot, the monster truck game. Those were all games that I played a lot. They're not on here. They are on the GameStick 4K though. So it's kind of a trade-off. It's like there's good things about this system. And we're back to the beginning. Okay, I'm going to page to Excitebike. We'll play Excitebike one time. And then I'll finish up with my overall thoughts on this. Why is it trying to get it to start? So B, you see where you're going to overheat. And A lets you go normal, but it doesn't accelerate as much. Ah, and I crashed. I crashed a lot in this game. There's lap 1. Let's see if I can do a little bit better this second lap. So far, I'm not doing that great. I'm going to overheat to get through this triple. There we go. I'm landing better. Actually doing a lot better. And I win. So there's my time. And then obviously I'm going to have to hit reset to get back to the main menu. All right, guys, so that is an overview of the little mini Nintendo. You can see I got it set up right here underneath the monitor. Using an older computer monitor that has the 3.5 millimeter audio input, and because this is coming out of HDMI through a converter, my extractor, for whatever reason, it works fine with the Xbox. It doesn't work with the little Nintendo. So I'll put that in the description, but I couldn't get it to work. Overall, this is the perfect little game system to put in a little case, take with you on the road. You want to just throw it in a backpack. It's really small, and you can use it anytime you want to play some of these old nostalgic games. It's really only best used in a desktop situation where you're sitting right in front of your TV or your computer monitor. And obviously, if you have a little small 19-inch, 20-inch TV, with HDMI input, you'll have all your sound. You won't need that converter. I just need it for this because of this monitor. But it's really fun. You know, I can sit here and play these games. Now, there are some shortcomings. Let's go over the pros first. It's small. It's convenient. You can take it with you. And it has a lot of the old games that you really like. And the good thing is the controllers are very, very responsive. So you can play the game, no problems. It's just like playing the old school Nintendo. Some of the cons, it only has the RCA out, so it's SD out. The graphics quality is not as good as the GameStick 4K. The GameStick 4K, you actually have HD or 4K graphics. This one does not. It has the old school graphics, and when you plug it into an HD TV or a 4K TV, it's going to be pixelated. It's not going to look as good. You have wired controllers, not good, and that's why it's good to sit at a desk, because of these wired controllers. It would be nice if this was available with wireless controllers, like the GameStick 4K comes with wireless controllers. The benefit there, like I said, more responsive controllers, probably because of the hardwire. If you had the wireless controllers, such as the GameStick 4K, they lag just a slight bit. And when you're playing a game where you got to be really responsive and move quickly and react, Jaws, a game I like to play, that's a great one. You know, when that diver, when you got Jaws coming at you and you're trying to move around, you know, the controller needs to respond immediately. And if there's a lag, it's really hard to play a game like that. So, and Jaws is very hard to play on the GameStick 4K. The GameStick 4K obviously is HDMI, so you can plug it into any TV nowadays and be ready to go. You don't need a converter to get it up converted, and you don't need a TV with RCA inputs to be able to play it, which you do with this one. So, you know, overall for the price, I think it's kind of worth it if you want to play these old games. I will tell you the GameStick 4K comes with a lot of shortcomings itself. A lot of people, I've did a review and then I did a video on how to kind of fix your 4K. The GameStick 4K overheats a lot. A lot of people have bought one and it just doesn't work. And so one of the things I found out, but I don't have a fix for it, is the GameStick 4K, when you plug it into a 4K TV, it wants to go 4K and the processor can't really keep up. It overheats, it shuts down, or it becomes unresponsive. You really need to play that game on a 720p or 1080p TV so that it plays the 720 or 1080p graphics, not as hard on the little processor inside the little box, and you can play it. I didn't do this video for the GameStick 4K, but I'm just telling you, regardless of which system you go with, there are going to be limitations. So I have both, and I actually got this as a Christmas gift. It's just the first time I've been able to review it. Overall, I like it. If there was a way to get a 3.5 millimeter to HDMI so that you don't have to go through the converter, that'd be great. But these are cheap little Chinese knockoffs. I mean, these aren't they aren't made by Nintendo. So you get what you get, you know, and obviously they're not super expensive. They're pretty cheap. So, you know, you kind of have to go with the limitations. So that's kind of my review of this little mini Nintendo knockoff. Everything that I've reviewed or showed here, the equipment, is going to be in the description. You can also check out this review on my Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/MikesWorld, and you can purchase it through Amazon there. I do earn very small commission on the Amazon links, so if you purchase through an Amazon link, whether it's in the description or on my Amazon shop, I do get a slight commission off that. But these are honest reviews. I'm not trying to push anybody to buying it. I'm just giving you my honest review. Overall, I'll keep it. I'll play it occasionally, and so yeah, that's it. Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this content, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, like the video. Leave your comment about this, especially if you have one, and tell us what you think. And I'll see you next time. Take care.